Ugh. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Well, look who's here. Late.
Shut up. You were almost late too.
No, I wasn't. I was right on time. So that doesn't count.
Whatever. I'm here. It's not 7:01 yet.
Fine. You get a pass.
That's right.
Oh, you know I'll pass you any day. Wait.
What are we working on today, Heather?
Hold on. Let me just get this, these streams plugged into the right Discord servers so we can get a little bit of an audience. And I have to sneeze, so give me a minute with that. It's stuck in there and it's not coming out. Right, and we are all posted. Okay, now let's get down to today's project. We're actually going to go back to one we had started a while ago because, well, we dropped this because I got that badonkadonk pattern, and I technically have finished that already, so I thought I'd go back to this and just finish what I started. What we're doing is an orange rainbow monkey. So you see here, we already have the body done, and we have the head done, so we're going to work on some legs today. Let's see everybody in the chat. Easy Mode Gamer says hello. And it's the same shirt I have. I got it at Walmart.
That's probably how.
Honey Drop goes, did you get locked in a time warp? Did I? Are you saying just because we're scheduling a different day? I tweeted it and I put it on the community tab, so as best I could, I made sure everyone know I didn't stream yesterday because I was at MegaCon and I didn't want to have to worry about hurrying home, which was a blessing in disguise. As soon as I got home, we got home before 10, but I just blacked out. Bronny can attest to this. I just was way too tired. We had a good time at MegaCon yesterday, and I have a lot to show you guys and a lot to talk about, so there's something there. But yes, today we are streaming at Sunday. It's Sunday at 7 o'clock is like if I have to reschedule the stream, I do it then. I try to avoid it when I can, but you know, life does happen, guys. Aaron Davis says hello. Trent says hello, Heather. Early again. Yep, early on a Sunday. That's when we reschedule for Sunday. That's when we do it, just so I don't go to bed too late because I do have work tomorrow. And today we have a glass of white wine that went with some pasta I just scarfed down before this. Very delicious.
Yeah, that was from a recipe you found and showed me, and then I threw it together. What, Friday night?
Yep, Friday night.
I'm still chewing on it a little bit too here, so if I sound quieter, I take a little bit to respond. It's because I got my mixer turned down because I don't want you guys to hear me chewing.
Yeah. All right. Honeydrop says she doesn't do Twitter, which, yeah, that's fine. You don't have to do Twitter. Like I said, I updated the community tab on my channel. So, like, you are able to post updates on the channel itself. So, even on YouTube, like, you should have seen it, but, you know, the YouTube thing is very unintuitive. So, they probably didn't feed you the update. It should have been connected to a picture of my goldfish spoon. A very nice picture. So, look for it if you want to see that. Let's see. Trent said, Bronny, what did you do that to Evan for? He probably means when you kicked him in the face. Bronny, why did you kick Evan in the face? Bronny, I can't hear you at all.
Well, that's just Evan. That's just what I do with Evan. Evan and I mess around like that. Yeah. It's funny. That's why.
Violence is nice. It's how I show affection.
Yep.
Here we go. I'm just starting off this leg here. Aaron says there's a storm brewing outside his house, so hopefully he doesn't lose power. And I'm like, yeah, same over here. It was a crazy thunderstorm last night. Thunder and lightning. Like we were just driving on our way back from MegaCon and the skies just lit up every few
And
minutes.
just so much rain. It's like a flickering light bulb.
Hell yeah. I'm glad we got into like a vehicle before it really started coming down. We got lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Starting up the legs. So while we're here, we should talk a little bit about MegaCon. It's the first time I've ever been to MegaCon, and it's the first time I've ever been to a convention of that magnitude. Because I've mostly only been to Brony conventions. I've gone to like 2 anime conventions in my life. One of them was an anime expo, like when I was in high school, which was forever ago. I don't even remember it being that big. I don't even remember what we did there. But the other one, I forget what it was. It was something in California. It was what I did my last day in California. So it also didn't seem as crazy big as this. And Brody conventions never get that big because that's a very niche fandom. So this was almost too much to handle. In fact, I think it was. I was incredibly exhausted throughout most of it. My feet hurt so damn much. But it was nice to get out and cosplay again. I'm sure if you guys follow me on any of the social medias, you would have seen like the videos and all the pictures I posted of my cosplay. I went as cheerleader Pinkie Pie, which I do like bringing that one out. It's kind of a comfy one for walking around, but any cosplay is going to get tiresome if you're wearing it all day. Like just wearing the wig for a while can get tiring. But she did have a pair of sneakers, so there wasn't any huge damage to my feet. But yeah, I got to do a 360 kind of video of my cosplay because we got in free because we were helping out at a booth for one of our friends, Bruce, who I think they're No Ordinary Balloon Men.
Yep, that's the guy.
Yeah, they were doing really big balloon sculptures, so that was kind of cool. I tried to help with the booth a bit, but mostly they had a lot of help, so I got to hang out, go to a con for free. But while I was there, I got to meet some of my favorite TikTokers. They're people who do like resin art. They make the 20-sided dies. They made the those resin keychains. The one you see that are made of Pokemon cards. That's Yumi Cafe Crafts. I got to meet her first. She's the one I really wanted to see. I was hoping she'd have a few more cards in stock. What she had out was all she had though. She didn't have any grass Pokemon, and you know me, I need my grass Pokemon. But I did buy a takoyaki keychain from her, and I also found smoking glue guns. Smoking glue guns usually does like the 20-sided dice and stuff like that, and I got some gummy bear earrings from her, which was awesome. And I added a new knife to my collection. Tell me what you think of when you see this. Purple diamonds. Yep, this is my rarity pocket knife. It's a little tough going in it. It has to be loosened up a little bit. But it's
It'll
not
come
bad.
with use.
Yeah. And Bronny got me some new friends. A plushy Snorlax and a plushy Monokuma.
Yep.
Especially love the Snorlax. He's so soft and fat. I like fat things when it comes to plushies. They're made out of very nice material. I could die on all this stuff. But yeah. My budget wasn't too high for this event. But yeah, guys, definitely check my Twitters and TikToks and all that stuff. You want to see all the stuff I bought and all the things I did, all the pictures I took. I looked really good in that freaking cosplay, I gotta say.
You always do, Heather. I'm over here working on a comic right now.
Ooh, exclusive
It's
update.
it's almost done. Right now, it took me a while to hunt down my cue mark because I keep forgetting where I put it.
It's on
And
your
now I've got to put it on.
it's on your butt cheek, Bronny, obviously. Just
There we go. Found where it's supposed to go.
Yes, on your butt cheek, Bronny. Kenny Vargas says hi. Hello. Perfect.
Get that on, then I got to put on my tail.
This is why we have Pin the Tail on the Pony as a game.
Yep. Let's see here. And I'm actually too small. I need to make myself bigger.
Well, so other than that, the week had been mostly uneventful. I spent most of the day catching up on the chores that didn't get done because we were out all day yesterday. The good news is, though, I got Krispy Kreme yesterday, so it's all worth it. With a nice coffee. That's the life right there. My feet were still sore this morning.
We hit up that bagel place real early in the morning. Or bagel donut derp.
I was about to say, Krispy Kreme does not even serve bagels. What are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
I can't think and draw at the same time.
That is how it be. I can barely think and do anything at the same time. I need to hydrate, so I'm going to switch to water very briefly rather than I had to put up taking
I almost forgot about my feathering. I got to make sure I put that on.
But you don't have wings anymore.
It's on my hooves.
Right. How do you fly with wings on your hooves?
I don't know.
Well, you're just not being creative. Anyhow. Nearly died. Yeah. Fortunately, that leak sprung in the laundry room the other night, so Ronnie used our towels because we also have towels underneath all our door frames to protect against a rat invasion. So we didn't have any clean towels for me to dry myself off with after a shower, so I had to wait until I at least cleaned at least one good towel and it was all dry. Then I could take a shower. I'll be honest, I was having a hard time with the laundry machine. I had to dry one load 3 times.
Jeez.
I know. If you could at some point during the stream, check that, because I did put a load in the laundry. But all you'll have to do is probably just set the dryer to go again, because I guarantee you it didn't dry the load in one go, as usual.
Mm-hmm.
What can you do? I also didn't
Rage
check.
about it.
Yeah, you can rage about it. I'm pretty sure the dryer can take it. I also didn't check Spoon's nitrate levels today, but I'm more than confident his nitrate levels are fine, because we just switched out his water last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he should be super fine. And he's been chilling out, just vibing like a fish does.
How's the chat doing, Heather?
Trent was saying that we're losing Bronny, but we're not. I don't know what he's talking about, but he says one comment I made on the Sonic 06 video was more regarding Bronny's OC. If I offended, I apologize. I'm not sure what he means.
I don't remember what he's talking about.
Oh, excuse me. So you probably didn't offend anyone, Trent. We're good. Battleship Agincourt goes like, I was disappointed to miss you last night. Glad to have your favorite princess online now. Thank you, Battleship Agincourt. Like I said, I tried to update every platform I could that I was going to be out tomorrow night, and I'd be back tonight. I also did.
Yep, we were off having fun without you.
That's how it be. I'll do that for, late nights. I just really hate having to rush home. Like when we're on the day doing something. Usually we'll do something earlier in the day or in the afternoon, and my stream is so late on Saturdays that it takes very exceptional event for me to be like, nah, I should reschedule so I'm not rushing home. But MegaCon is an exceptional event. So that's what happened.
We actually might have gotten home at a more reasonable time. I still think you would have been too tired to stream yesterday, but if we didn't have to deal with all that drama right at the end of the day, we would have been home.
Yeah, all the same, too exhausted. And yeah, those kind of days I'll probably just skip. And that's why I have kind of this set time on Sundays that I need to reschedule. It'll be here, Sunday, 7 p.m.,
Yep.
which is not a bad time. Gosh, but yeah, we actually forgot where we parked. And it wasn't as simple of we were in the parking lot. We're like, oh, just set up the alarm and find the car. Like, no, we parked in a parking structure off of the convention center property that we took a shuttle to the convention center. So it's like, where do we even go? We didn't even catch the name of the parking complex we were at. Luckily, a shuttle driver was able to help us out. Like we vaguely described, and they're like, "Oh, it's this one for sure. It's this one," and it was.
Yeah, I felt like such an idiot for forgetting something like that. I've never done that before.
I really should have thought of it myself. And you know what? I probably would have seen it if there wasn't a hornet's nest in the shuttle stop at the parking complex we were at. Then because I was going to read the schedule and see what was up. But then you're like, Heather, get out of there. There's a hornet's nest. And I was like, oh shit. So I got out. Battleship, yeah, Sweetie and me don't live together anymore. We live in completely different states now. She doesn't even live in the state that she used to live in when I did live with her. So me and Sweetie are an entire country apart. So that's why she's no longer around because we just don't live together anymore. Also, yeah, I completely moved out. I live in a house with just Ronnie now and spirits of one I loved. Trent goes something about slapstick and old Donald Duck theme.
Mm,
Yeah,
I have no idea what he's talking about.
that'll happen. We're on the third row now. We're doing well. I'd hope to finish this. The reason I was making an orange rainbow monkey was not because someone ordered it, because if they were, oh my god, I would be a terrible customer service person because I wouldn't make anyone wait this long for these. The rainbow monkeys, I've gotten down to like a science to where it only would take me a few days of just free time to get it done. Like maybe 2 afternoons. But no one has ever ordered an orange rainbow monkey, so I don't have a picture of one to put on my Etsy listing. So I wanted to make an orange rainbow monkey so I can make a little collage of all the different colors you can get and have it posted. And that way, if someone orders an orange rainbow monkey, that it's ready and I'll just send it off immediately. In fact, I'll probably advertise it like, hey, there's an orange rainbow monkey already made that I'll ship to you real fast if anyone wants to order it.
Nice.
That's my thought process with that. Rainbow monkeys are probably the thing I know how to make the most and probably don't even have to look at the pattern for it, but I will anyway. Got this
There
whole
we go.
notebook of
Go
stuff
ahead.
that I've been filling up with patterns. Unfortunately, the first page got stained yellow. I don't even remember what happened to it. Do you see this? I guess you can't see it on stream. It actually looks kind of white. You can kind of see it right there. There's like a faint hue of yellow just right here.
Mm.
But yeah, I got a scarf pattern, my rainbow monkey, my Carl the Cupcake pattern. I'll probably fill it up with more as I learn to do more and more different things. Carol says, hey, Heather and Bronny, my two favorite people in the world. Thank you, Carol. I'll drink that. Oh no, it's that
How's it
time.
going, Carol?
It's that time of year that since this is like a faux leather seat or whatever you want to call this material, my thighs are going to get sweaty and they're going to stick to the seat.
I think that's actual leather.
Well, I hope so. But either way, yeah, my thighs are going to start sticking to this seat. And when I get up,
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
yeah, usually when this happens, I start putting a blanket on the seat. Let me go here. I have a blanket right here that I have for just such occasions.
Nice.
Yeah. that's nice. Trent asked, "Hey, where's Spencer?" Unfortunately, Spencer had to be called out to work today. It's what happens. He always makes sure he has Saturday off just to hang out, but Sundays is not a guarantee, and I did have to reschedule kind of just a little bit earlier, like a few days, like a day or two before. So, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's unfortunate, but that stuff's just gonna happen from time to time, you know. But we have him with us in spirits, if not in person or on. Yeah,
He might be here later.
yeah, it depends. I don't know
You
what his
never
shift
know.
is. We might have anybody who's just willing to wander in. I don't think Coon was going to be able to do it, but who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, let's see. Aaron wants permission to put uh link in the chat. I think that more depends on Emerald. If it's like a link to his server, but just like run that past him, or if you already have his permission, that's also fine. But yeah. I trust to know that you are not a bot or someone who is going to send a harmful virus to the viewers. That's what I really don't want. I trust that you're not a hacker, Aaron. Or at least you would at least be a hacker for good.
Those are called white hats.
Why the hell is it called a white hat?
Because black hats is how they refer to people who hack illegally.
Oh my god, is that why Villainous, like, Black Hat is named that? Because that's what it. What the fuck?
I think he's named that because he wears a black hat.
What is it a subtle nod to that? If he has. The Villainous show is out now and I just need a place to watch it. But if that's like he also was like a hacker of some kind.
I don't think that's the case.
Probably not. He'd get Dr. Plug to do it. Trent says, Heather? No thanks, Trent. I already got some of my own. I forget what kind this is. I got it because it was, we needed a white wine to like make the pasta sauce for the pasta that Bronny made. But yeah, there was tons left over. I just started drinking it. It's good because it's a low sugar wine. It's only 80 calories for like, I don't know, whatever. Probably how much I drank right now. Or how much I am drinking in this glass. Which is good for a wine. Wines are full of sugar and like grape juices and whatnot, so they're very high calorie. Carol says, "Hey Heather, I wish that we lived closer together so that we could crochet together. It'd be nice. I could make a crochet club. We could all just watch freaking, like, I'm not saying this to sound weird, but like it just have a crochet club where we all just turn on Golden Girls and watch and like eat snacks. We could eat cheesecake like they do on the show. Just not on weekdays. I'm dieting weekdays. Has to be weekends. I like watching Golden Girls." What was your favorite part of yesterday, honey? I know you had a good time at MegaCon too.
I liked walking around, seeing everything. For those that don't know, I am like way more into swords than I should be. So, thing about conventions is that I go like there's always at least one sword vendor in the hall there, and this one had like three. So I was over there geeking out, and Heather got to bear witness to that.
Oh yeah. I didn't mind though. In fact, I tried to remember places with stuff you would like. I'm sorry I couldn't remember where everything was because the place is just so darn big. It's not like BronyCon or like any of the podium conventions I've been to where it's like, oh, it was definitely on the one corner of this small auditorium that they have. No, it's like there's just rows and rows of stuff. It's like here's row 1000, 7000, and I'm like, oh my god. But I was able to show you some of the places I like. Like I showed you the place where I bought my pocket knife, and I was able to eventually find the place where they had the the watches that you like.
Yeah. I still need a wristwatch. I need my wristwatches working again because it it's inconvenient for me to tell the time pulling my phone out of my pocket all the time.
Hmm. Yeah, I have a wristwatch myself, so I don't have to worry about that. Aaron Davis says, unfortunately, I'd only go to MegaCon if it were in the winter, and I doubt any place would have a convention in the winter. It depends on what you mean. Because I don't know, here in the South, I don't think they care because it's a good temperature most of the time around. Now, in the midst of December, no way, it's Christmas season. They're not going to do that. But like, if you're talking like
There's
maybe,
there's Holiday Matsuri, which is like the week before Christmas usually.
it's interesting. But yeah, it depends. And like, if we're talking all of winter, which is like, what is it, December, January, February, March, then yeah, maybe there'd be some cons in there. There's gotta be.
Hmm.
I know I liked a lot of stuff about yesterday. I kind of liked helping out at the booth too, having people do those pictures because I really liked the 360 that I did. Like, I wasn't trying too hard because it was just like a little test. I would have done more with my expression, but that looks like something that would be cool to do with other cosplays, especially if I had props and could move a certain way. It'd be really cool. That's why I turned them
Hmm.
into TikToks and stuff. Uh, one thing like I didn't like was that there was only one place to get, alcoholic drinks. I'm not saying that's a big thing I need for a convention. It definitely isn't. Though I will say, hotels that have hosted brony conventions in the past, like at their little bars, they'll have like pony themed drinks, which I think is adorable. But for MegaCon, there was just that Dragon's Milk place that I told you about, and they only had two lines, and the lines stretched so far from the food place that they went into the merchant hall aisles, which was not good. And the thing is, they only had three drinks, which I get it. It's just their brand of drinks, which I can understand, but you can only get one drink. And I don't mean like no, you could go up there and buy more, but the thing is, you spend like 20 minutes in a freaking line and you'd be like, "Hey, can I just get two drinks just so I don't have to get in line again?" And they go like, "No, you can have one." One. And that's just incredibly inconvenient. No, I'm not going to go wait in the line another 20, maybe even 30 minutes just to get one more drink of like, and I tried it. It's a beer. It's fine, but it's not worth waiting 20 to 30 minutes in a line to spend money on a $9 beer. It's not. It really isn't. Like after I got out of that line, I was just like, "Oh my god, that was ridiculous." Only to get one drink too, because no, I was not waiting in that line again. But some people went by and they're like, "Oh, is it like?" Because there was also a line for their merch for the brand. They'll have tank tops and stuff. They're like, "Oh, is this the line for the alcohol?" And I'm like, "No, the line for the alcohol starts over there." And they're like, "Oh, that's really long." I'm like, "Yes." And when you get up there, you can only buy one. You cannot get more than one. Just one cup of their drink. They're like, "What? All that? You can only buy one at a time, and like you have to go in the line again and again if you want more." I'm like, "Yes, that is how it is." And they're like, "Thank you for telling us, because we're not fucking doing that." I'm like, "Okay, if you find another place to drink, let me know." I'm sure there's bars and stuff nearby and all that crap, but like you want someplace in the con sometimes to go somewhere to drink, especially in this situation where the convention center takes up so much space, and like to get anywhere else to drink, you'd really have to jump into a car and go, because like walking is also a pain in the ass in Florida, and if you're in cosplay and it's just super hot. Like we walked to McDonald's to get lunch and it was just oof. Let's see, let me catch up with chat. Charles B says, "Hey, Mr. Braun, has anyone ever asked you or Miss Heather to sign something for them at a convention before, sir?" No one's asked me to sign anything, but Brian's been asked to sign things.
Yeah, I've given out a few autographs when people ask for them.
I think one time you signed Sweetie's butt on a sign.
Yeah, somebody gave me like it was I was not in this picture, so that was like the first weird thing. Like, why did you give me this thing to sign when I'm not in it? But that's whatever. So and it's all the rest of the analysts, and so I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll sign this, and I just sign it, and but I was like, where can I sign this that'll be hilarious? And I chose like Sweetie's hindquarters, and it was indeed hilarious to me.
Yeah. Let's see. Aaron says, I don't think it can handle the heat in the summer. Yeah, the summers are tough. Aaron Davis asked, bring your own drink in a flask, and I'm like, you know what? That is an option. I do have a flask. It's a Nuka-Cola flask, and it has vodka in it. But I'm just, that's okay, I guess. I could buy some juice and put the vodka in it, but I like when I drink, I like something ready for me and stuff. This is why I don't mix drinks at home. I know how to make margaritas and stuff in a blender, but I don't like to do it. I like to pay someone else to do it. And also, like, if I was just taking sips throughout the day, I'm pretty sure that's not allowed.
I
I
do it all
like,
the time, though.
yeah. I like to drink kind of socially, but I'm not so, I guess the way to put it is I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not going to work that hard to drink. I do not work hard to drink. There needs to be a short enough line, and if I have the money, I will order a tasty drink. But you know what? Because Arcade Monsters has boba stuff that's alcoholic. You can get a bobacito, which is just delicious, like kind of a iced coffee boba deal. And of course, they just shoot up some alcohol in there. They also have slushy bobas that you could put alcohol in, or you could not if you don't want to. But they just have tons of boba. My God, I want some boba right now. I could always go for boba. I think I'm at 5. This feels a little short. Actually, there's got to be a way to tell. Get in there, damn you. I knew I should have been keeping a tally, but I thought I'd be able to tell. No, wait, don't worry, I can do it. Ha! It's like a thimble. Yep, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, this is 5. So they're just gonna be. I gotta remember that these aren't pony legs. These are supposed to be little chubby arms. Stretched it a little bit when I did that, but it's okay. Where are my scissors? You know, this MegaCon's making me miss brony conventions again. I want to go to a brony convention again.
Yeah, me too. I don't know if I'll be allowed it anymore, but yeah, I would like to go.
Oh, they'll let you in. Just gotta pick one in the east. Anyway, let's see. He
I
says,
don't
has
even
anyone
think there
ever
are any more in the East, are there?
Big Apple PonyCon is not still a thing? Or is that over?
Say that again.
Big Apple PonyCon? And I'm sure there's one in Texas.
Well, that hasn't been around for a while.
Like
Oh yeah, well HarmonyCon, yeah.
Yeah, they'll let you in. Fucking. There's others. There's others. I just gotta like go on to Equestria Daily and look at them. Anyways, let's see. And we could always go to anime conventions too. I'd like to go to a smaller one, please. I'll go to MegaCon again next year if we have the chance, because I gotta get used to it, and I want to look more into the events. I did go to some Japanese arcade stuff and stuff like that, but I didn't really have a clear idea of the schedule and the places I did go to. Like the doors were closed, so I didn't want to go in, but I think I could have gone in. I also wish more of our friends were there because then it really gives me more of a guide of what I want to do. But what did you say? Oh yeah, Charles B was saying, has anyone ever shipped Brawny with Sweetie before? And I'm like, yeah, totally. I'm pretty sure I've heard it at least once.
I have not.
I'm sure someone has told me they shipped it, or at least thought about it. Carol has never been to a convention. I recommend it if you feel like socializing. Feel like the vendors hall is always my favorite part. You know, just going around, maybe even window shopping. You don't have to buy nothing. Just look at all the cool stuff. Charles B said, "Hey, Miss Heather, did the con still have COVID protection? You could wear a mask if you wanted to, but it was I didn't hear anything about mask stuff. I saw signs that say, hey, maybe wash your hands, but
It's
not a lot of that.
it's illegal in Florida to require vaccination for anything, which
Yeah, so
I think is the right thing to do.
it's Florida, so." Carol was bringing up Winnie City PonyCon. Where was that again?
That is in Cincinnati.
Oh, I haven't been to Cincinnati.
Neither have I.
Cincinnati's in where again?
Ohio.
Ohio. That's kind of north. That's northwest, I think. It's not far
Yeah.
from Utah, isn't it?
Say what?
I'd have to look at a map to remember. I used to be able to name these things in the 5th grade, but like I haven't had to like go anywhere.
Mm.
You know, it's those northern states that fuck me up for the most part. Because I could tell you what's all from California and all that southern parts, and then even maybe heading up the East Coast. But if you ask me to name that middle and northern part, I'm gonna be like, ah, shit, they all just kind of mesh together.
Mm.
Aaron Davis says, that reminds me, there's some cases of monkeypox in my state. I have a lot of questions. What the fuck?
Yeah, so do I. I've been reading stuff that is like, hey, you know, this is actually smallpox, and it's a side effect of the vaccines, and so we got people running cover up now.
We'll see about that. Right, getting on that subject hole. So, I never thought I liked Snorlax particularly before, but you know, I like his merchandise. I like a big fat belly to lay on. Want one of those plushies that's as big as a bed. I'm taking a nap on it.
Nice.
And Monokuma, for anyone wondering, no, I've never played Danganronpa. I like to watch videos of people playing it. I've watched the Danganronpa anime for like the first game, and I've watched Cinnamon Toast Ken play through the first game, the second game, and Ultimate Despair Girls, whatever they want to call it. And of course, I've also watched Game Grumps play the first game and the second game, which they're still in the midst of. I don't actually. I'm wondering if because they've been updating on the weekends now with it. Because before they were doing that, you know, a few times during the week, but now it's like only on the weekends. And I'm like, we're near the end of this game. Can you please finish it? Then play the other games, because there's no way I'm playing them. But I do like the games for watching material, and that's why I wanted a plushie of Monokuma. And last I checked, Arcade Monsters had Monomi plushes, so maybe I'll go to Arcade Monsters and get that Monomi plush just so I can have the full set right there. And yes, you may ask me what my favorite Danganronpa characters are. I obviously like Monokuma just because he's a bear. As a plushie, I just want him. I like that. But my favorite character, if you were to ask me, like the first game, I liked Byakuya because he was just a rich asshole, and I always love those characters. I like taking him down a few pegs. Get it?
Mm.
Alright, hold on, I gotta count my stitches real quick. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, yeah, it's ready for that. I'm gonna keep tallies of this one this time because then I'll fucking forget where I am. Where the heck? I'm not supposed to put them all away. Guess I did. Alright, bye. Let's go! But anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, I liked Byakuya just because I always liked that archetype of character. All that stuff. I suppose Sakura was also an interesting one. I liked her dynamic with Aoi. And
Mm-hmm.
I think for cosplay and aesthetic reasons only, Junko. I would cosplay Junko for sure. Then, if you were to ask me the second game, easily it's Gundam Tanaka. Gundam is the best. He is a completely dramatic, crazy guy who thinks he's the demon lord, but his thing is that he is the ultimate breeder. So he just runs around and like has his pets with him that are freaking hamsters and be like, "Yes, my dark demons of destruction," and they're just like, "We're cute little hamsters." It's great. I love him. Next to that, I really liked Ibuki. Ibuki was my favorite. She was the ultimate musician, but she just like dresses totally punk rock and she's a ditz and I love her. I don't like that she was harmed. Spoiler alert. I love her though. Ultimate Despairs Girls was a game that really pushed the envelope with the dark stuff. So I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't like it because Byakuya was heavily featured in it, so I guess I would say he was my favorite character in it. But yeah, it's not a game. I don't know if Game Grumps doesn't play it, I don't know if I'll revisit it because I can already remember all the key elements of that game, so I'm not gonna go back. But yeah, I'm waiting for Game Grumps to play all the games so I could say like, yeah, I've seen all the games, I know all the facts. Crosby asks, have you ever been outside of the United States, Heather? Yes, I have. I went to Mexico when I was very young, when border control was basically nothing. I didn't have to have a passport or anything. We just drove past. And all you had to do was not have, like, food or something with you. But yeah, I went to Mexico very briefly to go to this place, Ensenada or something. It's where you just, like, it's one of those cliffs that where if water like splashes up against it a certain way, water shoots up in the air really high like it's coming out of a whale's blowhole, and that's what it was famous for. I have very vague memories of this trip, but it was just I remember just being overwhelmed by the poverty of the place. Like there was people just very clearly homeless everywhere. There's people trying to sell things everywhere. People blocking public bathrooms and charging you to use them just to make money. And just I saw so many starving dogs. Like that was the biggest theme too. Like dogs that were very just bone skeletons running around. And like I remember seeing like a very skeletal dog that had these very um swollen teats, like it had just had puppies or something, and they were filled with milk. I have no faith that any puppies it had would have survived. But yeah, we threw churros to them because they just seemed really hungry, and I guess those dogs ate them up because that's all they could get. The poor things. But that's mostly what I remember from there.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was a very poor
Yeah,
country.
that's what it's like though. They've never ruled themselves, and it's either been some foreign entity, or it's been the cartel,
It's very
or it's
sad
been
to
the
think
foreign
about.
entity working with the cartels.
It's very sad to think about. I just remember the impression it left on me, and it does not sound like anything's gotten better over there. So that's all I gotta say on that. I do hope to travel outside of the country to different places. Like me and Bronny are studying Italian because we want to go visit Italy. Of course, I want to go to Japan, check
Mhm.
out the Pokemon Center, go to a Hello Kitty cafe. Do all the weep stuff. Go to that one very famous there's a famous place in Tokyo for like buying manga and shit that I really want to go to. It sounds fun. Go to a little
The
karaoke.
Akihabara.
I believe it is. I won't ever say it because I
Well,
can't say it.
that's like the city where everything is.
Well, I guess we'll see about it when we actually plan our trip. But yeah, that's another thing I want to do.
Hmm.
Side of that, if an opportunity presents itself where it's like, hey, you want a vacation to France for 3 days, you want to go? I'd be like, sure. Uh, Carol asks, Heather, have you or Ronnie ever played Final Fantasy X/X2 Remastered for the Switch? No, we have not. I have not played any Final Fantasy games. I actually have a Final Fantasy game for the DS that is broken. Every time I save the game, I try to reopen it and play, but it does not save my progress. So, uh, we don't. I can speak for Bronny, who was saying he has never played one. He doesn't play video games. He's a
Yep.
weirdo. I'll say I found some Game Boy Color games over there that were purely just in Japanese. Like they're like, we got these stripped from Japan, so they're only in Japanese. And I'm like, I'm tempted because there were some Kirby games there, but I can't speak Japanese. So I'd be like, I'm gonna have to ascend a bit in Duolingo before I take on that. So I gotta tell you guys about this Japanese arcade game, or whatever. It was on like PS2 that they brought, but it was a game from Japan that they had brought, and it was called Gun Gal. And I don't really understand what was happening because again, everything was in Japanese. So nothing in English. But from what I could understand, you were a very popular guy in school, and one day every single girl in school decides that they're going to confess their love to you. So you just try to walk into the school, and I don't know, I guess there's like little cute magical girls that are like, you gotta shoot the girls with orgasm guns or something. Because the girls were like shout out their love to you and their words will like hit you in the face or something. And there's just girls running up to you and trying to give you their confession letters, and that also does damage to you. And you gotta shoot them with like love bullets or something, and you're just shooting them, and they're just making those freaking O faces like, oh. It's like those freaking horny weeb jackets you'll see them wear at cons.
Mm-hmm.
And like you do that until they disappear. And it's really weird. And like at some point, if you like shoot a girl or I don't know, zoom in on her bad enough, shit like goes into like a super closed up mode where you gotta shoot this girl in particular because I don't know, like maybe she's making you fall in love with her. But if you shoot her in the butt, like her skirt goes up and then you can see her panties. And I'm like, what the fuck? And there's girls in swimsuits at some point running at you. What's that about? I had fun playing it though. It was very cute in places. I don't know why all these little girls were in love with
Mm-hmm.
me though. I also
It's Japan. Nobody ever flirts with them. So it's wish fulfillment is what I'm driving at here.
I guess I get it. I don't want girls to harm me by throwing their love confessions at me or whatever, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
There was also a Sailor Moon fighting game. I was certain they'd make Sailor Moon games, but I didn't imagine a fighting game, which I don't know, makes sense. I played it a little bit
Yeah,
and I really didn't get the
there is
controls.
a fighting game. There is a fighting game. It's known for being one of the most broken fighting games ever. And but that's part of the appeal of it is that you just have to get good.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm sure if I played it more, I would get it, but I was just trying to sample the games in there. I just tried the ones that weren't taken. They had two freaking openings for Gun Gal. Like, what the hell? Aaron Davis goes, are you talking about Yandere Simulator or something? No, you play Yandere Simulator on PC only, from what I understand. And Yandere Simulator is not from Japan. It is made from an American guy who's just a weeb. And Yandere Simulator, it's kind of reversed. You are the woman that's trying to do the love confessions, but you're also murdering the other girls so that your senpai does not accept their affection either. Well, you can murder them if you want to. There's a choice system. Chiropractor says try doing Babbel, which is like Duolingo. I'm already doing Duolingo. Why am I going to do Babbel? Isn't it the same thing? Let's see. Angel Speed says, Heather, who do you think would win in a fight, Eliora or Bronny? Is it a fair fight? Is Eliora bringing a gun?
Here's a fun little fact for you guys. The comic that you see me working on Twitter and in Discord today, that is based on a true story.
Yeah, I think
And
I remember this.
Eliora body slammed the frick out of me in the middle of a bowling alley.
Good stuff.
Yep. Let's see. I keep thinking of fun things I can do to make this last frame look cooler.
You should put filters and stickers on it like I did my TikTok.
That's what I'm doing.
Finished. Darn.
All right, Heather, I'm gonna put the. I can't think of anything else to do this, so I'm gonna put it in my art gallery. Hop over there real quick and
Okay.
tell me what you think.
Okay.
In just a second.
Okay.
And hang on a second. There you go. Check that out. Tell me what you think. How bad is it?
That actually looks pretty good.
Think so?
Yeah, it looks fine.
All right. I'm glad.
Yeah, it's passable, especially for what it is.
Yeah, it was. I had to draw the legs. I had to draw Eliora except for the tail and the head, and I had to draw myself from the legs down. So I did like I had to draw my belly and legs, and yeah, I'm no good. I don't like the way that turned out at all. But as long as it passes, then it's all set.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. There we go. In this situation, I suppose Ellie did win.
Yeah. All right, now I'm going to organize my phone a little. Talk.
You always need to do that. I know my gallery is so jam packed with pictures that I gotta organize them. I also hate that, like, whenever I upload pictures to Instagram, it, like, I guess re-downloads my pictures and puts it in its own Instagram folder. Like, I don't get what the point of that is. So I got, like, duplicates of photos because Instagram insists on making its own photos. Instagram also has a retarded system where, like, if one picture's in landscape, they all have to be in landscape, or, vice versa with portrait. It's annoying, so I
Mhm.
can't put a selfie with a landscape picture. Retarded.
Yeah, everything about everything about that is busted.
Yeah. The good thing is Instagram lets you put up to 10 pictures in one post. Whereas Twitter, on one tweet, you can only have 4 pictures. But I guess then you can make a thread of pictures like I did for my big photo dump of MegaCon that I posted, like, I think, yeah, today.
Mhm.
So there's that. But yeah, I'd like to just put it all in one post. Maybe you could just, like, make it one of those things where it's like, hey, click to view more. You can go through them. I don't know.
It's just they they could very easily do it right, but they choose not to.
Yeah, where the fuck's the edit button? Hey, honey, do you think you could soon check the dryer for me?
Yeah, I'll do that in just a second. How's your thing coming along there, Heather?
Well, we finished one little arm slash leg, whichever it ends up being. We're doing another one right now, but we just need one more row and we're finished with it, and then we'll do another one. We'll do 2 more after this one, and then we'll have all the limbs. And then after that, we will make the tail. We can make ears, and of course the little patches that make up its mouth and its tummy. And yeah, like I said, rainbow monkeys, very easy.
Nice.
Yeah, I was cleaning behind my desk today and I found my old yellow Pokeball.
Cool.
Yeah, I remember I had double-sided tape, the heavy-duty kind, on my TV monitor, and had put it on there because I wanted to place it there, but it fell off at some point. It's a way for me to just permanently latch it somewhere. I think it makes a good little ornament. Put it right here or something. The double-sided tape worked fine for the little cake erasers that I have right here, just as ornaments, and this rainbow squishy. But I think it's because those have
Mhm.
relatively flat bottoms, whereas this is round. I especially need the edit button on Twitter because I just freaking I have typos all the damn time. Like, I think I reread it, but I'm like, okay, that looks good, and I look back, it's like, wow, I really butchered that. I don't like to proofread. This is why I'm not an editor. I hate looking for that kind of stuff. I'm like, I can understand what I was saying.
Mm.
For a while, freaking Brandon would get on my ass about that. Oh, Brandon, the literature snob. They sent me a book a while ago that I don't know if I got to reading, so I better look into that. They sent me it for, not Christmas, maybe my birthday last year.
He's not a literature snob. He's just pretentious and likes calling people out on anything he can.
That's not true. They're taking a lot of good literature. They're going back to Pride and Prejudice and all the classics. Which, have you seen, like, the things lately, people? I don't know if it's a lately thing. It was about banning books. Or, like, there's a specific section at Barnes & Noble where it goes, like, books that are probably banned in your school district, and it just shows, like, all these books. Like, it's 1984, The Great Gatsby for some reason, and all this stuff. And it's like, I've read half of these, and I do not see why you would ban them. You should never be banning books. You gotta let everyone be able to read everything there is. Isn't that just, like, the freedom of... It's an amendment.
Speech.
Freedom of speech. Yeah.
The first.
The first. I was gonna say freedom of press, but I'm like, wait, that's not quite right.
The First Amendment is speech, press, and assembly and religion.
Yeah. So you really... Well, I guess it's because people, when they're banning books, it really means they're taking them off the shelves of, like, public school libraries and stuff. So, like, your kids can't just easily check it out at their school library, but they could probably easily go to, like, the local library and check it out.
Mm-hmm.
But that's always the parents doing. Parents are always complaining about something, and then the school's like, okay, we'll ban it. Because they'll ban anything.
Yeah, you don't ever give in to people
whining about stupid shit.
Yeah. If someone's telling you to censor something, you ignore them on principle.
Yeah, I will keep every fuck that I put in this book. I'll put extra fucks just because you complained.
Mm-hmm. And that's the right way to do it.
I'm writing a book right now. Well, in general, I've been writing this book forever. It's a blatant self-insert for myself. But, I'm gonna put fuck in there. Just for the principle of having the freedom to put fuck. This one looks like it's slightly taller. I think I'm gonna give it an extra row. Let's see. Carol says she's heading off to bed and we'll see us next time. Thank you, Carol. We'll see you next week on Saturday. We're gonna play Undertale again. Put my tail in so I know where I started. Aaron says, I thought you finished Undertale. Not yet, Aaron. We got the neutral ending. We're going through the true lab so that we can get that pacifist ending. There's multiple endings with Undertale. So technically, yes, I finished it on one playthrough, but it was the neutral ending playthrough. We gotta do pacifist so that everyone gets the super happy ending. And then I will never touch Undertale again. Because we're not doing genocide. Don't ask for that. And then we'll probably take a break, not from gaming, but from like doing like a serious plot-driven game. I was thinking of doing some Minecraft streams, but I just gotta set up. I think I was trying to set up something on Eternos or something like that, so that I could start my own worlds and do a little bit of Minecraft. Bronny, I'm gonna buy you Minecraft, by the way.
Do not want to play Minecraft.
You're gonna play Minecraft because I need someone who stays with me at the home base and helps me do stuff. I don't care if you don't like it. I freaking Being a good boyfriend is being supportive, Bronny, and I need support. Emerald and Brandon just keep going off and doing their own goddamn thing. Need someone regularly bringing me the resources I ask for so I can make a nice house.
Mm.
Good. Good. Oh, let me do some stretches. Yeah. Gotta make sure you keep these hands nice and stretched. We want to make sure we got the ergonomic handle because we don't want to get arthritis, but crochet is also a good exercise to help prevent it, but you also got to give yourself breaks. You got to stretch. What I do is I pull each individual finger. You might get a little pop. That's good. Don't pull too hard. You do kind of like a prayer form. You push them together, kind of go down. That gets your wrist. You can kind of do it in the opposite direction. Do it like this. And like, never overdo it. Rotate, rotate. There we go. And you can take a look at my nails. I did them for my cosplay on Friday, so they're pink with glitter. They're very cute. They're still good, too. I only did them Friday, so they were good through Saturday. I didn't do anything too strenuous, and they're still pretty good today.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get warm with that throughout the week, but it's fine. All right, start on another little stump. Here we go. And after this stream, I'm gonna eat some ice cream. What flavor did you get us?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
What flavors did you get us?
Well, the usual Reese's cup and cookie dough.
Yes, he knows I like cookie dough.
I like cookie dough too.
Oh, so your plan was to just scam it off of me then? Let's see how it is. I kind of want horchata. I'm gonna go down to the 7-Eleven and get some. But no, I don't need that. I've had the urge just to have some lately. Hush. Getting food at MegaCon was also a pain in the ass, wasn't it, Bronny? That's why we had to walk out and get
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Yeah, there were lines, and there were food courts on either side of the vendor, and every single one of them had a line around the building. It were like booths next to each other. I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain because I don't know the square footage
I just say it was a
of the
block.
concourses, but like, listen, guys, if you've been to BronyCon, imagine the Baltimore Convention Center. The Orlando Convention Center is 4 of those put together, that pretty much stretch out over this whole sort of like downtown area. It's like this one area. The convention center is pretty much a whole town in itself. It's like 4 of the Baltimore convention centers hooked together with bridges.
I think I might like small cons a little bit better. Like, I definitely don't want to say I won't go to a big con again just because there's a lot of stuff to see. But it might just be my preference. I like a smaller setup. Though I did like that they had a horror section. I just didn't get to see a lot of anything. There was nothing really out. There was an escape room that was the only thing that was obviously open. I don't know. There was that ghost hunter guy, but he was preoccupied with people already at his table. That's also a thing. Like, things just seem a little less, attainable because, like, they're just so crowded, and I just hate dealing with stuff. Excuse me. Now the freaking line to get into the people trying to get into that 18 plus was ridiculous. And I'm like, whatever's in there is not sexy enough. I'm sure you can Google it.
The cosplay deviants.
Yeah. Like I walked past
Yeah.
there and like some people were going in, so I kind of tried to peek inside. I'm like, what are they all looking at? And it was just like some bug. I'm like, are you serious? I go online just to see what the hubbub's about, and it wrapped around the aisle, and I'm like, whatever's in there, the titties ain't good enough.
It is amazing that they make so much money. Like who the frick?
Well, I'm not surprised.
I will never understand that mentality of a paying for porn in the first place, and then just I don't know. There's just so much mental illness there. It's incredible.
It's desperation, honey. It's not necessarily an illness. I
People
don't
who
judge.
need things like that, I don't know. Like I don't know how to finish the sentence, but I think you know what I'm driving towards.
Yeah, I know how you feel about porn.
It's the same. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with online dating, right? People resort to online dating because they have no chance anywhere else because they're weird, bad people that would otherwise be avoided.
Oh, I did online dating for a little bit. Was I weird, bad, and not worth dating?
You are an exception, Heather. We have been over this. You are an exception to many, many things. But no, just because you weren't doesn't mean the vast majority aren't. And that it barely works for anybody else.
So they didn't click with anybody I met.
Oh, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna finish what I'm doing here and then.
Oh, so I nommed on that giant bunny I had inside my basket, so I officially finished all my Easter candy, except for my robin eggs that are in the cabinet. I finished the basket.
Finally,
Oh, except for this this ring pop that I got because I wanted to suck on it during stream. Ah, yeah.
there were we still got a few chocolate eggs in the dish in the living room as well.
Oh, I kind of just keep that out for guests. Yeah.
There we go. Oh, I had the same meme here saved twice, but one was an actual screenshot and the other was a
Download.
it was like somebody took a picture of their computer screen, which I guess is a safe thing to do because that's a lot harder to hit with the oh you photoshopped that defense.
They could have photoshopped it and then took a picture of their computer like that.
True, but that's an extra step. And less people are likely to go that distance or think about that. That's definitely something to think about, and I will keep that in mind going forward. By the same token, a little less likely. All right, I'm gonna go check out. I'm gonna mute myself for a little bit. Go check on the laundry and grab myself another drink.
All right. King Jebel Chaotica go. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Está bien. Tiene un dulce. Sí, tengo un dulce. It's watermelon flavored. It's pretty good. I like my new earrings. They're very cute. I've been wanting gummy bear earrings for a while. I've had some saved on Etsy. Didn't pull the trigger, but then one of my favorite TikTokers was selling them, so I was like, ooh, they don't do a lot of clay food earrings like Doritos, avocados, all that kind of stuff. And I wanted more, but like, they were like $15 a pop, and you can't do it. I'll just buy one. They're dice, the 20-sided dice, they're like as big as your palm. Like they're roughly like this big, and they were all resin and they had stuff on the insides, inclusions. They were over $100. Like if you know Smoking Glue Guns, they're famous for like this one TikTok of them getting their dad to demold a particular D20 that was just filled with plastic babies. And it was the funniest thing. That thing itself, I don't know what they were selling that for, but something around that end, they were like over $100. I'm like, oh, so that's how you pay the rent with those. Aaron Davis says, I have what? I have a ring pop. Tasty. They're kind of awkward to eat. The freaking thing on it's so small. I have to put it on my pinky.
And then the only way to hold on to it is is to just stick it in your mouth, and that defeats the whole purpose of the ring, and it ends up looking like a pacifier.
You deal with it. I do like lollipops, though. You know what I used to like? Does Jolly Ranchers still make them? They had Jolly Rancher lollipops for a while, and they were really good. They used to be kind of like, they used to be square shaped. I liked those. Did you get them?
No, I've never had those.
Ah, man. I also like Jolly Rancher Chews. I haven't seen those in a while. They used to also be, they were kind of like Now and Laters, and they were also really good. Last time I had some was when I was in BabsCon by myself, and I went on that San Francisco bus tour, and like I had a bag of them, and I left them on the seat somewhere where I was, and then I got up and I forgot them there. And I'm like, ah, man, that was a whole bag of Jolly Rancher Chews I could have had. But the bus tour was nice, though. We got to see the Golden Gate Bridge, painted ladies. I got some ice cream. Had a good time. I figured I visited San Francisco a few times then, but I never actually saw San Francisco because I was always there for BabsCon, so I figured I'd see a little bit of it to say I did it.
Mm-hmm.
It's always good to see the sights. Watermelon's a good flavor in nearly everything. At least candies and stuff.
Say what?
Watermelon is a good flavor in candies and stuff. The only place it has been good for me was like a watermelon cocktail drink I had. It was watery. It was too watery. Like, I was expecting like the sweet flavor you get with like candy, but it just wasn't that good. I have a feeling they made it wrong, because there's no way it should be bad. It's watermelon. It's never bad. Oh, no. Okay, estoy enfermo. Lo siento. Ah. Estás bien. Estás bien. That's a demand. Be good. He's saying he's sick in Spanish.
That's no good. What has he got?
He has not said. Like I said, he's being in Spanish, and the last thing he said was estoy enfermo. I mean, I am sick. Nueva Sandia. I'm not sure what that means. As far as I know, it means new sand or something. Yeah, I gotta change that. Oh, that's why it's like
All right, so that's one project down. Now the next one, I'll just gotta.
that. Chaotic says Quinn SS. He's probably asking who you are.
Oh,
Sta,
that my name is Brawny.
sta mi novio, Ronnie. Oh, he's Sandy is apparently watermelon. Angel Speed goes, what Nueva Sandia, which is what Chaotica said. He goes, it means new watermelon. And I'm like, Aaron Davis is like, that can't be right. That doesn't make a lot of sense. He'd say, Brani. Brownie, what? They gotta make ring pops a little bit bigger.
Perhaps.
At least make adult sizes.
How much bigger would you think an adult size would be?
A bit bigger on the pop, but also the ring thing would be big enough to fit into a regular ring size finger for adults. Because this is not fit on my ring finger. Dije nuevo Sandy. I don't know what that's about. Quien is pronounced quien. Yes, that's what I said. We have a whole convo about pronunciation of Spanish words. I can only do so well. They're pretty close with this. I think we'll be able to start the other leg and have all those done, and then we'll start the tail. Don't know if we'll get that all the way done tonight, but we'll see. Angel Sweet says, but you could do better. Maybe. My tongue don't bend that way.
We got one project done. Next is to make a meme. I want to have. I want to put my head on like. I either want to put myself in Saitama's outfit, or I want to just put my head on Saitama. That screenshot where he just goes okay after being threatened.
Okay. Sounds cool. Vilvo insegura. No. This is working. As far as I know, C. C.
I want to know if he can understand us.
Probably, yeah, when we speak back to him in Spanish and people in the chat are trying to but it disconnected Yeti for some reason. There we go. All better.
And are the computer audio settings the same? So when I go back to my desk, they'll be able to hear me.
They should be. Let me check my settings on Discord.
Yeah, we had a total internet fart. I don't know. On
That shit's just gonna happen.
Okay.
Yep, it's fine.
Sorry about that, guys. It looks like we're back in business.
Yep. Internet dropped. Yeah, I hear you already.
There we go. Yeah, can they hear me though? That's the major question.
Yeah, everyone's fine. They couldn't hear us for a second, but they go, there we go, we're all done.
Mm-hmm.
Charles B says, do you and Bronny have Memorial Day plans? I think the plan is to sleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of sleep. I'm going to probably do a nice long workout. It'll be, or maybe I'll work on some projects. I probably should just work on projects because I'm literal years behind where I should be. I'm several years behind where I should be. I'm so mad about that.
Charles P says, that either looks like a pacifier or a ring pop, and I'm like, Charles, why don't you think real hard about what's more likely to be in my mouth? My little sister used to love the baby bottle pop things. Now, those are the people that were cool with the ring pop looking like a pacifier. I'm almost done with this leg. Then we only have one more to make. Stuff this leg, Ronnie.
Alrighty then.
Let me measure it against the rest. Yeah, that's the right size. You know what? I just thought of an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Making a rainbow monkey that is actually fully rainbow. Like, I could take the main colors that I usually do. I could start with like a hot pink, do a purple one, blue one, a green one. Yep, like just striped. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think it would look good. What do you think?
Not sure. I never really have opinions on these types of things anyway.
I'm trying to be a little artistic. That's nice. All right, buddy. I have an important question to ask you.
What's up?
Who do you think among the entire cast of My Little Pony would no wait, that'd be an obvious question. It would obviously be Applejack, who would have a relative who was a veteran.
Mm-hmm.
Other than Twilight with the obvious shining armor, but I'm talking about like an old one.
I'm not sure.
Not Applejack, you don't think?
No, I think it'd be. I think it's just Twilight. I couldn't picture anybody else in there.
Do you think Rainbow Dash as a Wonderbolt has been on military missions, or has it all just been acrobatic shit?
I think it's all been acrobatics.
Yeah, because
they only tried to intervene in a conflict as like an Air Force unit twice in the whole show, and one was during the war with King Somber during the Cutie remark, and the other was when Spike was doing his Godzilla thing, and neither time ended well.
Yeah, they run the Wonderbolts as like because I know they're based off the Blue Angels. That it's like an Air Force thing, and they had like the whole boot camp setup. But I've not seen them do anything even remotely military. It's all just air shows.
Yep. Now they used to be military, as indicated by that one history episode.
Hmm. Do you think they're considered like a part of the Royal Guard in a way?
Probably not anymore, but like I said, they definitely used to be.
Like Equestria obviously has police officers. Like the one time I remember seeing one was that one episode where they were in Manhattan. It was like when Maud and Pinkie Pie were doing that gift exchange, and a cop had to tell Pinkie Pie to stop making a public disturbance.
Yeah.
So obviously the Royal Guard aren't like police officers, but I guess all they do is just hang out around Canterlot all day.
We never. That was one of the frustrating things in the show, is that people that should have been good at their job never got a chance to be seen good at their job. The Royal Sisters, the Royal Guard, the teachers, they all just got overshadowed by the main cast all the time, and that got a little bit frustrating.
I guess more or less it's the point. Like, the way I would think about it for a while with Celestia was at least, like, every day you don't see this country going to shit, Celestia's doing her job, okay? Every day the sun
Mhm.
fucking comes up, Celestia's doing her job. There's just clear signs of her doing her job.
Mhm.
Same with Luna. I mean, if she's taken on half the toll there. Every day you don't have a fucking night terror, she's doing her job.
Yeah, and that was especially frustrating because Equestria was at peace for 1,000 some odd years between Nightmare Moon and the and Friendship is Magic, the pilot. You know,
Eh,
stuff must have happened in that 1,000 years.
sometimes the comics try to fill that gap. I remember there being like, you remember that one My Little Pony comic where like it was Celestia trying to defend that one teacher everyone thought was crazy. And they kind of had
Hmm.
flashbacks to her helping her with like, an invasion or something.
Yeah.
Hey Brandon, what's going on?
I was wondering how long it would take for you to notice.
Oh, I noticed
And
you
we
were there.
noticed.
I was just waiting for us to finish like the whole My Little Pony tirade we were going on. How you doing?
I'm alright.
You are 100% driving right now.
No, I'm actually not. I'm in my room. Maybe the AC's blowing my mic,
It might be, yeah.
which is strange because it's supposed to cancel out stuff, but whatever. Yeah, active day today. I walked 4 miles back to a bookstore which didn't have any books I was interested in. On a humid day where even though it was only 83, it felt like 86.
Oddly specific.
And I sent you the text, Heather, about my experience walking the dogs just now, or not just now, but like an hour ago.
An hour ago I was on stream, so I don't think I saw it.
Yeah. Basically almost broke my ankle during that.
That's a pain. My dogs are still killing me after that day at MegaCon. I think I told you I was just freaking all day I was out and I was walking. As soon as I got home, I passed out. And even this morning, like I got up and my feet were still like tender to touch.
Sounds pretty poggers.
Totally
You
poggers.
should have been there. You would have liked it.
Yeah, I sent them pictures already of like all the master swords I saw.
Oh yeah. No, that was awesome. I like I said, one of each, please.
I told you that's gonna be $1,000 at least.
Okay, so let me run this out to you. We've dates for nearly a decade, so can I get a discount?
Maybe if I was the one selling them.
See, wait, you don't take stuff from small vendors and sell them for double the price?
I in fact do not.
Huh, strange.
I did, however, see a pair of earrings that I thought you would find interesting. Let me send you the pic of them right now. They're made by one of my favorite creators on TikTok. I follow Smoking Glue Guns and Yumi Cafe, and she had these clay food earrings. They had them of a whole bunch of different kind of stuff. Like they had Dorito chips, deviled eggs, pizza, obviously. I think they had donuts. You should just see it right now. Avocado earrings, just for you. I got myself the gummy bear earrings. Oh, I'll share screen with you so you can actually see them. If you see the chat on Discord, you can see my video, and I have gummy bear earrings. They're red.
I just realized those earrings are nice. yours and the ones you sent.
Mm-hmm. I also got a keychain from Yumi Cafe that was like those takoyaki. Have you seen takoyaki before?
No, I don't think I have.
It's like where they have the ice cream cone shaped like a fish. And it's just soft serve or whatever in it, and they may put Pocky in it. I got a keychain that was shaped like that, and has cute little floating things in it.
Were the independent artists or like musical acts there that were interesting?
I mean,
They did have a stage playing music the whole time, but none of it caught my eye.
finish up that. I didn't see anything either. I think the bigger musical acts weren't going to start until late. And we were there late, but I wasn't looking for that. I was mostly waiting in line for other shit. Spent a lot of time in that merchant hall just because it was so incredibly massive. Did you see my new plushies, Brandon?
Impressive.
Look at my new knife. It's totally fat. Look at it. It's got purple diamonds on it. I thought you'd like that.
I do. That's the. I can't tell if I like the diamonds more or the purple aesthetic more.
You can like both at the same time. Ah, finally, was able to do it with one hand this time. Since it's so freaking new, it's taken a little bit, to not be so tight, because I like spring-loaded pocket knives because, it's really fast to get them out and put them away usually, but the putting away function was a little tight on this one because it's new. But it's starting to get the hang of it already. It's one of my smaller pocket knives. I have a complete picture of my new entire set. So I have purple. I have a few that are iodized rainbows. I have my pinker love knife. I have my gold one. I have my blue dragon knife. And is that all of them?
Yep.
Look at the picture just to be sure I listed all my knives. Yeah, so I had this new silver and purple knife. There's my heart knife that has all the pink hearts on it. There's one that Louis gave me that's a black handle, but the blade is like iodized rainbows. There's the butterfly knife. We forgot that one. It's pink butterfly wings that Bronny got me. I have this blue, very fancy Chinese dragon knife, and my very fancy gold hilted knife with a shield and sword on it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 knives. So, you know what I don't have is something in green. I'm always trying to think of what colors to add.
Well, green is, at the very least, easy to find.
Yeah, I'll just have to skim and see if I find one that, hits me the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm particular. Otherwise, I'd have a ton of knives.
I'm surprised green is a color that Bronny can see.
Why?
What's the color Bronny has trouble differentiating or seeing again? Heather?
Like all of them, I have to get this guy a color wheel so he can see the difference. Like, I'm always arguing with him about colors. I'm like, this is a hot pink. He goes, no, that's a red. And I'm like, what the
Well,
hell?
you're constantly making up colors. What do you want me to do?
And not making up colors, Bronny.
I want you to learn them, Bronny.
There's a subtle difference in hues.
There's no such thing as freaking indigo.
Yes, there is. And periwinkle's a thing, too.
Periwinkle is a fabric.
Maybe they named it that, but it's also a color. They probably named it that after the color.
I don't think so.
Sure they did.
Periwinkle is a color in the blue and violet family. Its name is derived from the lesser periwinkle or myrtle herb, or vinca minor, which bears flowers of the same color. Periwinkle is also called lavender blue. The color periwinkle may be considered a pale tint of purple or a pastel of purple. The first recorded use of periwinkle as a color name in English was in 1922. If you want, I can get you the color code.
We need an entire color wheel.
But my biggest gripe is that Heather, claims to be the expert on these colors, but it's like if you Google these colors, it's never consistent. So nobody can really decide what these colors are. So you might as well just simplify it to red, blue, green, yellow, sometimes purple, brown.
Sure, you can Occam's razor these colors half the time, but there's different shapes that you can work with. And
My God, I'm always having a freaking fight with teal.
If it's shades, then you're dealing with light green, the light colors and dark colors.
Teal.
Start giving everything names. Like if you tell me light bluish green, I'm a lot more likely to find the color that you're looking for than if you tell me freaking turquoise or something like that, right?
How the fuck can't you find turquoise? How do you think of turquoise and not know what color it is?
Wait, turquoise is very different. What?
Yeah, you see? You see what I'm talking about?
No.
You guys are so clueless. I don't even know what to do.
Excuse me, you bitch. I think we know a little more about color than you.
I don't think you do, though.
Mister, I only see the world in brown and white.
Literally.
What the frick? Where did the brown come from?
I don't know. That's just what color you are. In fact, you're not even brown. You're like a reddish tinted brown. Like not quite an auburn. A little more subdued to that. I'd want to say mahogany. You know what I'm talking about, Brandon? Look at his OC. Like mahogany.
Okay.
Mahogany might be a little deeper.
Mahogany is brown. It's a wood.
I'm looking.
It's a tree.
It's a reddish brown.
Yeah, color. Reddish brown.
Right, you're both right.
In a way.
Yes, it is a light brown.
And yeah, I'd say mahogany is accurate too.
Yeah.
And here's what I did when I designed it. I looked in the mirror, right, and what color is my beard?
It's like mahogany color.
I tried to match the color of my beard.
When you grow it out, it does get like a reddish hue.
Oh, so you have seen it. I didn't think my beard did that anymore. I was kind of disappointed. I was like, oh shoot.
You gotta see it when you hit the light. You hit the light and you see it.
Okay, wait, but what color was your hair?
Black.
It was dark brown.
It's black. It's always been black.
This guy thinks my hair is black too.
Your hair is black though.
It's dark brown. It's not black. Brandon, look at my hair. Is it black?
It's not black. No. It's not black. It's not black.
It's not black. This on Monokuma's left side, that is black. That is what black is, and that is not what my hair is.
I think we should all teach ourselves color theory so we can all come out a little better from this. You know what I mean?
I would go
to color theory. I know everything.
I'm gonna go to a seminar.
Okay, just specifically to torture Brony, and I think you're kind of collateral at this one. Music theory. You're gonna want to pluck your eyes out when you see music theory.
No, I don't want to do that. I like my understanding of music where it is. I know when things sound good, it releases the good chemical in my brain. When not sound good, I turn it off.
Oh, sure, but music theory fills in the gap and attempts to answer a question of why and what aspects of the music fit into the theme and interaction between sound waves and us. You know, don't you want to relationship?
Disney music go brr.
Yeah, basically.
I remember one time Brandon was showing me a cover of Mr. Brightside, and about how they thought like the cover was very unintuitive and didn't add anything new to it, like because you were saying that like
I'm
covers of
very
it.
picky.
Yeah,
I
I've
am
heard.
very picky about covers. Like I know covers exist to put a flair and everything, but like half the time they just can't fudge it. So oftentimes when I hear a cover, I'm like, you can like sing a different way and like you can tune your instruments like one other way, but like just stick to the form because you're just not it's not doing it for me. I don't know. I'm very strict
Yeah,
about covers.
I remember this particular Mr. Brightside cover was just like an acoustic cover, just like a chilled out version of it. And like I heard nothing wrong with it. I thought it was just fine and you were going off about it. But rather than argue my point that it was good, I just went Mr. Brightside cover. That's all I need.
Yeah, I do remember this, and you know what? Maybe I'll give it another listen, see if I still feel the same way.
Yeah. There's some songs I don't like initially, but then I eventually just start liking them because I'm like, yeah, I like the way this sounds after I've heard it like a zillion times. Then there are
I
some that,
was I was honestly kind of the same way with some Deadmau5 songs, and then I kind of got used to Deadmau5, and then I put down Deadmau5 for a bit to re-listen to the Smashing Pumpkins, which I can safely say they lost the plot after Oceana. Everything else they released after that was like, I don't know what they're doing now, but it's not good.
mm. Smashing Pumpkins was playing over here at the Rockville, I think it was. I kept hearing about it on the radio. Welcome to Rockville, I think it was. They were here like last week.
Any idea if they're coming up here? I mean, not that it matters. Later old stuff, I don't think anymore.
I don't know. I didn't hear that. Like that, I'm only hearing stuff like straight off our radio because they're the one that sell the tickets for that kind of thing. So they only talk about stuff that's happening here. I remember hearing about like stuff off the radio about like what's his name who died recently. Who is Danny Tanner on Full House?
Oh, that was Bob Saget.
Yeah, I was just curious. Like Bob Saget's comedy special. Get tickets today for his performance tomorrow night. And then next day it was like he's dead, and I'm like, oh, just heard about him on the radio. Battleship Agincourt goes, have you heard the MLP song I Am Octavia? Yes, I remember when that came out. My mom really liked it. Like I was having her listen to some of Il Monte's covers and she liked them and she listened to that and she really liked it.
Turning me into one.
Really?
Yeah, I actually think I need to start with a clean slate and not use any of the puppets or things that I already have, or any of the poses that I already have. Like I need to go into my puppet, take off my clothes, and then start from.
Saucy. And we're last 9 minutes of the stream. Last 9 minutes of the stream. Any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, please say them now or hold your silence until the next stream.
Heather, I have a question.
What is the question?
Why am I so fat?
Because I keep making you eat that cream with me. I finished all the legs.
I want to ask my question.
Oh yes, ask your question.
Why am I a failure?
A what?
I was saying failure and I cut myself off on purpose.
You are not a failure, Brandon. You're only a failure if you don't try any. And you know what? You should just have healthy goals. My goals, like, I could easily think of myself as a failure because I didn't get a bachelor's degree. I only got an associate's, and I'm not looking to pursue my education. And I'm working like a job that, it's not anything really glamorous or anything. But I refuse to think that way because I think I'm doing pretty good. You know, I'm working toward being healthy. I'm independent of my family. I have someone in my life who I can rely on, and I got some good friends. I think it's going pretty well for me. So I don't think I'm a failure. And if I'm not a failure, you're not a failure.
You only fail when you stop trying.
Exactly. Battleship Agincourt was asking, I'm trying to find the song it was based off of. I Am Octavia was based on I Am Titanium from some musician that I forgot.
Wait. Hold on, I'm gonna listen to the song for a couple seconds. Not the Octavia.
Yeah, just go ahead and mute yourself.
That's. Oh wait. It's David Guetta. I forget who's sung that. Sia, however you pronounce her name.
Yeah, Sia. She was in the My Little Pony movie.
I can see a rainbow in your tears and they falling down.
Yeah, David Guetta produced that song and Sia performed the vocals to it.
I can see your soul grow through the pain as they hit the ground.
I kind of liked Sweeties
I didn't
of
give you
Diane.
permission to look through my soul, Ronnie. I didn't give you permission.
I can see a rainbow in your tears, they falling down as the sun comes out.
I forgot what I was thinking about. Damn it, Bronny. Oh, I was thinking about how Sweetie said, like, I think Firework would have gone there with it. And I'm like, you know what? I'd like to see that too. They did a lot of weird moments with the Sia pony and Twilight just making way too much eye contact. And I'm like, y'all gonna kiss? Or like, what's going on there? Equestria gets invaded a lot.
Yep.
Like, if we're thinking about how they revealed in like season 4, it's been a year since Twilight went to what's it called? Ponyville. Like, we had Nightmare Moon come back. We had a dragon almost smoke out the town. We had Discord come back. We had King Sombra come back. And Twilight Cerberus came through, and Twilight had a freaking time conundrum. A lot of if you want to count, no, the Equestria Girl shit didn't happen yet, but like a lot of fucking shit happened. This freaking country is traumatized.
Yeah, it's rough.
Last 4 minutes of the stream, last 4 minutes of the stream. Any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, please save them now. I'll hold your silence until the next stream.
Stream?
Right, I don't know if you've been keeping up with our Undertale, but we've got the neutral ending, and now we're working at the pacifist ending, so we're at the true lab. Undertale.
Oh, nice. I've got to pick up Undertale myself again. I've been playing some games and uninstalling them to save space for other games I've been able to play, like Dead Space, and then reinstalling games. And I'm like, oh yeah, and I'll reinstall some games. And I'm like, oh yeah, I had progress on this, right? So I should probably get back to Undertale since it takes such little space up on my computer.
Battleship says, keeping tabs on Inkrose's game development. She's come a long way since being a journalist. I have not kept up at all. I have no idea what she's doing, and I completely forgot about her, if I'm being totally honest. Good for her, though. Good for her. But yeah, I'm doing
Now
it.
then, I gotta figure out how One Punch Man's costume looks.
Yeah, it's easy to Google that. I've drawn myself kind of in a mock, what's it called? One Punch Man costume. But except I'm Awesome Blossom.
Okay, so he's got kind of this singlet thing going on. Got a little bit of a collar.
Yep, definitely not finishing this tail, but we got started on it, so this thing's pretty close to being done. After I do the tail, of course, do the ears, do the mouth and belly patches and the little rainbow headpiece, and then just sew everything together and it's done. Super simple.
Nice.
It's been a while since I've seen content from Silverquill. I mean, I know he's been doing streams, but is he still working on videos?
Yeah, he's like me. He's always working on them, but they take a long time.
High quality videos take time. Last minute of the stream, any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, please say them now, or forever hold your silence until the next stream next week will be Undertale. Hopefully the conclusion, but we'll see. We were still getting through the bits of the True Lab, and that last battle does take a lot from what I understand. And I am not the best gamer, so we'll definitely see. And while we're here,
looking forward to
it. Good. So you're gonna watch me?
it.
You promise?
Yep.
Okay, I believe you. And if you're not there, you've betrayed my trust and I lose faith. Anyways, while we're here, I'll go ahead and just thank my patrons. We got Easy Mode Gamer, Aaron Davis, DJ Skywalker, Emerald Spencer, who couldn't be with us here today, but that's all right. He usually is, and he's a great guy. We also have Angel of Speed, Patrick Gardner, and Sophia28 and Filmer Brony. If you'd like to be like them, there's a link in the description to my Patreon. Actually, I should see my settings and see if my description still has Knife's GoFundMe. I'll go ahead and take that out because we actually met our goal, so I'm no longer in need of donations through there. I want to thank everyone who donated and everyone who shared. I very much appreciate getting that off my shoulders, you know. Losing Knife was hard, but crippling vet bills are also difficult to deal with, and now we can just move on from that a little lighter. But if you'd like to be like one of my patrons, you can get access to the Discord server for about $10 per post. That's going to be a link in the description. However, if you think I'm worth not that much, that's all right. You can go to tip jar and just give me however much you think I'm worth. No negative numbers, please. You can follow me on Twitter for updates, but I always try to update the community tab here in YouTube, so you can get updates there. Just head straight to the channel and, go to the comment or community section of the channel, and it'll usually have updates. I always try to keep everything updated. My Discord server first, then my Twitter, then my YouTube, and every other place. The only thing I'm not good at updating is my Tumblr, so that's not the best place to get the best updates, I guess. But with that, let's say good night for the night. Let's go in alphabetical order. Brandon, you will be first.
Have a good night.
Bronny, you next.
Have a good night, everyone.
All right, and good night, everybody. This has been a great stream. It's been good to see you, and you will see me next week when we try to finish Undertale, the